I just wanted to show you a little bit about what my day-to-day face product application is like. Earlier today I had the opportunity to put on some moisturizer and my serum. For the rest of what I do with my face, I thought I'd just give you an idea of what I do. Next thing, primer. This is my favorite right now. It's from Too Faced. It's their Primed and Poreless. They have one, I think, that is their, it's clear. I think it might be their, oh, I don't know. I don't know if it's, this one here is tinted. The other one is clear and it has, I don't know if it's like fragrance free or something else, but I like this one. It works really well for me. The other thing that if I don't do it now, I usually forget is to put on an eyelid primer. And I have been using a couple of different ones, and I'm kind of debating whether to use, maybe I'll use this one. It's from NARS, and this is their Pro Prime Smudge Proof. I like this. It's a little sample I got from Sephora. And instead of using the wand to go straight on my eyelids, I usually just put a little bit of it on the back of my hand like this. And it usually doesn't take a lot, just a little bit. And I'm able to use that for both eyes.
And I find that when I use a primer, my eye products just stay on all day.
Some days I use a BB cream, but today I'm going to use my favorite foundation, and this is one I've been using for several years now. This is Lancome's Photogenic Lumessence. I don't actually need a full pump, but I like that it comes in a pump. That way I can kind of use, that's about all I need. It's about a half pump's worth, so this lasts me quite a long time. And since I don't get any bacteria or air in there, it lasts longer than what you might get at a drugstore or anything where you have to kind of stick your finger in or anything. And I just like to use my fingers, but I will grab my handy dandy little mirror here. The other thing that I start doing at this point is concealing, and my favorite concealer for under eye is from Benefit. It's Erase Paste. This is light, and it is just kind of that peach toned concealer, and I love it comes with a little spatula, so I don't have to dig my fingers in there because my nails, I'd always get it underneath my nails. And you really don't need a ton, just a little bit, and I put it on the back of my hand. It helps warm up the product. And between this and my Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer, this I use for under eye, the Tarte I use for other places, but the Benefit I use underneath my eyes. And so between just a little bit of concealer, so this is the Tarte and this is the Benefit right here. I'll use those two just on different places around my face to kind of get rid of under eye circles. This is leftover hyperpigmentation from a blemish. I have another sunspot here. I'm just going to get rid of the rest of that, which is a little concealer here and there and everywhere. And now for just a little round of overall powder. I've been using Smashbox's Halo powder, which I love, and just a small little kabuki hand brush. Okay, so the next thing I usually do is my eyebrows, and I kind of use 2 to 3 different steps depending on the day. My favorite tool for my eyebrows, and if I'm in a pinch, this is the only thing I'll do, is, and it's pretty short, I'm ready to get another one when I run out, when it's too short to sharpen, is it's from Lancome. I do have a lot of Lancome things. It's their eyebrow pencil, and it's one of those, their pencil, it actually dries down to a powder. So it kind of goes on as a pencil and then it dries down to a powder. And my favorite way of doing my eyebrows, and I've been doing this for years, I also love that it comes with a spoolie on the other end, is first of all to brush my brows down. This may seem kind of counterintuitive to a lot of people, but I've been doing this for years. Because when I do this, I can actually see the places where, because my eyebrows are a little sparse, to draw in, to kind of go right along the top line and to draw in my arch. So I kind of go right along the top line. I draw in the arch that I want, and then I fill in the rest with shorter, smaller strokes.
Then I'll do the same on the other.
And then after this point, I'll take the spoolie end, I'll brush it up. It helps to blend out a lot of that really kind of more aggressive line. Also helps to brush the hairs up, hides a lot of the powder, and this brushing helps to draw some of the powder out so they're not quite so aggressive. I find that I have a little patch right here that needs to be filled in. And I'll go through and I'll touch up a little more of the spots there. My left brow is a little on the weird side. I do very minimal tweezing, only to get some of the little strays like way down and through here. And that's usually what I do. If I do need to touch them up, I'll use some powder. I have a MAC shadow that I use. I mean, I'm literally down to nothing. I don't think I'll need to do that today. That would normally be step number 2. The last thing I do is I have this product from Anastasia. It's actually called Brow Fix, and I love, love, love this stuff. It's basically a clear, let me clean it off a little bit because it has a little bit of, it's a clear product. It's like a brow wax. And if you use it really lightly over the top of your brows, you actually get it to help set your brows nicely. So, and the first time I used it too hard and I kind of got this big gob of wax. So a real light touch over the top. And there we go. So my brows are done for today. So from this point, I think I'm going to go straight for eyeshadow. This is something that I got for myself for my birthday. My birthday was on Sunday and I turned 38. And I have been eyeing this palette from the Balm. I've been trying to pick up some products from the Balm, and I really, really thought this one was interesting. It was on sale on Birchbox. And normally it's $40 or close to $40. It was on $25. It was on sale just for a couple of days. And I thought it was so cool. So I picked it up for myself. And since I work in radio, it's called Balm Jovi. And I thought it was awesome. So on the inside, it has a variety of products. The first couple of things, you'll see 12 amazing, amazing shadows here. And then down below, you'll see a highlighter product. And this is, if you're familiar with the Balm products, it's called Solid Gold or Disco Disco, but it's actually their Mary Lou Manizer. And then over here, this Pop Pop. This is also their Frat Boy blush. If you know their blushes at all, this is actually their Frat Boy blush, but they've just named it something different for this palette. And then down here below, you can open up this bottom section here, and then it has 2 lip/cheek products or cream products, and you have Millie and then you have Vanilli, which I think is awesome. And being that I work in radio and I love this whole idea, at the bottom they have a section kind of built out like a billboard chart, where you can go through, and if you use different eyeshadows plus cheek products plus Millie or Vanilli, you get different looks down here, and I think that is totally awesome. So I thought this was so cool. It also comes with a really big giant mirror here at the top, which I thought was so fun. So I'm going to be using some of the eyeshadows today for my lid. That's the one I'm just going to use kind of mostly on my lid all over. And then right here at the top, there is this Blink 1982. I'm going to be using that mostly in my crease and outer corner area. Time to blend. Right in the brow bone, I'm going to put this matte called Adagio. And then right here in my tear duct area, I'm instead of using one of the really shimmery shadows like one of these guys, I'm actually going to be using this one here. This is their highlighter for the face, or you can use it for the eyes too. This is called Disco Solid Gold, or it's also known as their Mary Lou Manizer. And I have this little teeny tiny super uber mini chisel fluff brush here. It's actually a mini chisel fluff. Yeah, that's exactly what it's called. It's a brush I've had forever. It's a little Sebastian brush that I got at a salon probably when I started college. But you know, you take care of your brushes, you wash them well, you make sure you dry them right, you can keep them for years. And the last color I'm going to use is another one of the alternative ones. I really seem to like these. It's this dark, almost navy called The Stroke, and I'm going to use that right along the lash line. Time for a little eyeliner. I usually like to tightline my eyes, and for that, my favorite brush for this is one I got at Walgreens. It's a Soho brush. This was like, I don't know, $10 or $12. It's the angled eyeliner brush. And my favorite eyeliner for this is from Smashbox. It's their Jet Set waterproof eyeliner. It's super, it's kind of like a dry gel liner, maybe not a gel liner, but a cream liner. And I just load up one side of this brush. I mean, literally super easy to do. Load up one side of this here, and then I just quickly and easily tight line the top side of my waterline. One of my favorite liquid eyeliners is one that I got from Birchbox, and it's this one here. It's the Eyeko Skinny Liquid Eyeliner in black. It's because it's got this amazing felt tip on it here, and it's so easy to use. And so I'm going to line just the outer edges of my top lid with this. Super easy. All right, time to curl my eyelashes. I just noticed I have a little bit of extra eyeliner, probably from tight lining, right here along this upper line. And I'll show you one of my really easy things that I do. I always keep Q-tips in my makeup kit, and this is super easy because you don't need to wash this off. This is the cleansing water from Lancome, and it comes in a little pump, so I just put a little bit of it here, just a tiny little pump of it right on the end, just to kind of get this damp. And then I'll go and clean up right here along this edge right here along the top, and I'm just gonna get the little extra bits that are right outside where they should be. And if I'm careful enough, I may not have to touch it up. I don't think it looks too bad. I'm gonna leave it today. Yep, that's all I needed to do. So there we go. I might just take a little extra. There might be some left in my brush here and just kind of run over the ridge here. And then that dark navy that was left here, just kind of run along the ridge here to help cover up that little smoky area without making it look too messed up. Yeah, that'll pass. We'll call it good. That's how I fix my little oopsies. I don't know if you have those. You know, even though I've been wearing, you know, lots of eye makeup for years, I still have those moments of like, man, I blanked. All right, so time for some, my two favorite mascaras that I've been using, and these were, I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and my favorite beauty blogger right now is Emily from Beauty Broadcast. If you don't watch her, you should definitely check her out. She's amazing. And she recommends these two mascaras, and I love these from her recommendations. And they're from the drugstore. I've been using really expensive mascaras, stuff from Benefit, stuff from Lancome. I've even tried some Dior stuff. And you know what? Since we have to go through it so quickly, we have to toss it out every 3 to 4 months, I thought, you know what, why not try some of these drugstore recommendations from someone who's tried just about everything. This is Almay's Get Up and Grow. And she says this one's really great. It has a great brush on it, and I really like the way this stuff works for my top lashes. And for the bottom lashes, she recommended this from Maybelline. It's Lash Discovery, because it has this teeny tiny little itty bitty ridiculously small brush. That's for your bottom lashes. So that's what I'm going to put on my lashes right now. I've been noticing as I've been looking close in my mirror here that I do have just a smidge, little bit of fallout. And my trick for fallout from eyeshadow, I actually have a fan brush. I don't know if you have one of these. And this was on sale from Sephora, and it's their Sephora Professionals fan brush. And I love this thing because I found that if I just, you know, take a fan brush here and lightly kind of go over the fallout here, it gets most of it without actually like smearing it and getting little streaks of color. And then I don't have to touch up my makeup underneath. So if you don't have one of these, get one of these. I love these things. And some people use them for like blush or other things. I use it specifically just for like eyeshadow fallout. So make sure I have it all here because it has such a light little touch. It's all gone. It's fantastic. And it came with this nice little guy here, so I don't have to worry about it getting all splayed out. All right, eyes look good. Time for a little blush. I have a lot of different blushes. I don't know about you. I mean, I have a ton of stuff, and I could use the stuff in the Balm palette, but I think today I'm going to use one of my favorites, and it's from NARS. Of course, you may even have this one. It's Orgasm. I love this one because it's this beautiful, beautiful corally, peachy tone. You can see it has some gold flecks in there. In the summertime, I use it just by itself because it has enough of that shimmer to it that if you add any highlight on top of it, you look like you've been kind of in the greasy glow. But this by itself, I think, is just fantastic. But since it's wintertime and I'm not about to get all sweaty and yucky, I'm going to put a little highlight and bronzer and everything else and kind of contour just a bit. Something else I've been enjoying, picked up. I never thought I'd be one to wear bronzer, but I am. This is one from NYX. I like that it's a matte bronzer, so it doesn't have any sparkle to it. And this is light. I like it. So I'm just going to add a little extra here and there. If you do a little bit underneath, right here in this area here underneath your blush, it gives you a little bit more of a contoured look. I find it's a little bit hard for the sculpting with this giant, you know, bronzer brush, but I make it work. I like this though for right around my hairline area. Kind of helps to, you know, nicely buff it in. And then I put a little bit underneath my jawline area here for a little more definition. And then down in through here, down into my décolleté since I am wearing a V-neck today. Because if I have just a color on my chin, since I am, you know, a fairly light colored person, if I just have the color up on my face and not down below, it just kind of looks a little too fake. So the other thing I am going to do is I'm going to add just a little bit of highlight on my face. I am going to use some of this here, this highlight that I have here. This I'm going to use just on the fingertip here for my Cupid's bow. And just blend it in a little bit just to kind of help highlight that area. Make my lips look very pouty. And then one of my favorite highlights is from Too Faced. It's called Candlelight. This could be a little too shimmery for some people. You can actually see it has, if you look at it just in the right light, you'll see that there are some gold flecks in there. This actually does, I think they said it has some actual gold in it. And what I like about this is, let me find where's my brush? Way over here. I like it because being that I'm a fairly pale person, it has just enough. And when they say candlelight, it's just like that nice, really soft glow. So I'm going to put just a little bit here down the bridge of my nose, kind of tops of my cheekbones, right up through here in that C shape, just a smidge on my chin. And that's all it takes, just a real light dusting of it. And now it's time for my lip color for today. And I'm using this, it's the Velvet Gloss Pencil from NARS, and this is called New Lover. It's a really, really lovely, lovely shade. So I'm putting this on, then I'm going to fix my hair and call it a day. It's a really pretty and very smooth textured lip product. I really like this. Thanks for watching. I hope you kind of liked seeing what it is that I do. Some days I wear a little bit lighter, you know, less with the eye makeup, but this is kind of, you know, a normal day-to-day look for me. Sometimes if I'm going out in the evenings or maybe have a little bit more time, I'll spend more time playing up the eye area. But if you like more videos like this, I'll be glad to do them for you. And the other thing I wanted to ask is, if you're interested, I thought you might enjoy a really short, because it's really easy to do, tutorial on how to make a necklace like this. I made this necklace, super, super easy to make, and it doesn't really cost a lot either. I have been loving handmade jewelry for a long, long, long time. And this necklace is just a little nugget of lemon citrine on a little gold chain. And something like this I had seen in, I think it was on a TV show. And I went looking for it online and I saw something similar to it and it cost like $150. And I was like, what? And I thought, I bet I could make that. And I've been making earrings for myself for a long time. So I found this little tiny nugget of, you know, gem and some gold plated, you know, my mind is leaving me right now, but some chain and a little clasp at the end. And it's not an expensive clasp. It was like a 50-cent clasp. And, you know, for probably $7, I have a really beautiful necklace. So if you're interested in having me do tutorials for, you know, maybe some easy jewelry pieces, let me know in the comments below. I would love, love, love to know if that is something that's interesting to you. Well, that's it for today. Have a great day. Let me know what your thoughts are. And if you're interested, I hope you'll subscribe and maybe share it with someone else today. I'll see you next time. Bye.